Hi, my name is Kathy Fosno and this is Kat's Creative Corner. Welcome to Tuesday's card. Yes, it's not Tuesday, it's Wednesday, and it's going to, by the time this gets up online, it's going to be Wednesday evening or late afternoon. So I apologize for that. Chalk it up to just being summer. So much going on. I'm getting ready for a few trips that I'm taking. First trip I'm taking is this weekend, and I'm going to go see my sister in Oregon. And my sister is retiring, so I'm really excited for her, and we're going to her party, and then I'm bringing her back home with me. And my mother and my daughter are going too. So I'm really looking forward to going up there and seeing all my family up there. And so getting ready for that has kind of slowed me down on my stamping. So anyway, today we're going to be making this really cute card, pretty card I think. I found this card on the internet, and I want to apologize to the person that originally created it because I can't remember the name, and for some reason I didn't write it down, but I kind of took it and made it my own. And if you happen to be watching my video, whoever originated this card, just let me know and I'll give you proper credit. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to make one, although this one was done in Wisteria Wonder, I'm going to make it in sky blue. And the first thing you need is your card base, which is 5.5, cut it 5.5 by 11 and scored at 4 1/4. And then we have another piece that is 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, and we're going to start with the piece that is the Whisper White piece, and we're going to start with Crumb Cake, and we're going to be using 2 stamp sets. We're going to be using the Timeless Textures, which I'm becoming such a big fan of this one. You can use it for anything. And I'm also, from the Swirly Bird set, going to use these little dots. So we're going to start with the little squares, little waffle-like stamp that comes in the Timeless Textures, and we're going to use Crumb Cake. And let me promise you, it doesn't matter where you hit this, you just kind of put it on, and I'm going to kind of just put it, but I want to keep most everything to the left side so that I can put Happy Birthday up at the top. Okay, so I did that. And now I'm going to use my Crumb Cake, and I'm going to sponge a little bit. And it's best if you start your sponging off the page, because that way it doesn't leave the big clunks that you can get sometimes that you aren't real happy with when you're sponging. So there, it just kind of gives it an antique-ish look. And that's all you need the Crumb Cake for. Now we're going to take some soft suede, and we're going to use the stamp in Timeless Texture that looks like a little coffee mark. So I'm going to stamp it, and I'm just going to put it in a few directions. It doesn't matter, you just want it abstractly done. Maybe one more there. Just looks like you have an old piece of paper that you set your coffee cup down on. Okay, so I'm done with the soft suede. Now I'm going to take the Flourish in Timeless Textures. This is one of my favorite stamps. For some reason, it just seems to add whatever, that little touch you need for your card. And I'm using Soft Sky to go along with my Soft Sky base, and I'm just going to stamp this in some spots. And this one's going to be a little bit lighter than some of the others I've done because the color is lighter. Okay, so I did that. And now I'm going to take, and I'm going to use the little dots that came with the Swirly Bird set, and I'm going to stamp it. And now with this, when you're stamping with, I had it right here, when you're stamping, here it is, with your photopolymer stamps, you need to put your piercing mat underneath it, or a mouse would do, whichever is best for you. Now I'm just going to put some blotches a few places just to add a little more interest to the card. There, that's all done. And then, you know, normally I would go ahead and do the happy birthday in the soft sky like I did on the rest of them. But as you can see, it's very light. So I think instead I'm going to use the soft suede to do my happy birthday. And the happy birthday comes from the Balloon Celebration stamp. I like that stamp set because the word is cursive and it's just really pretty the way it's written. So I'm just going to stamp happy birthday right at the top like that. Okay. And so all my stamping is done. Now I took the bold butterfly set and the, let me see if I can remember. It's the bold butterfly set. I used the really decorative die in the bold butterfly die set, and I used the die for this one, and it is the butterfly thinlits. So it's framelits and thinlits, and I cut out these two with using the Big Shot. So now I'm just going to take some linen thread, and I just want a little bit, you don't need a lot, and I'm going to take a couple of glue dots, and I'm going to push a glue dot there and a glue dot there a little bit apart so that I can wind this ribbon, this linen around, hitting the glue dots, but randomly just going over them and sticking out so that they'll show slightly underneath the butterfly. Now I'm going to use this blue sky, soft sky, I want to call it blue, but it's soft sky, everybody. And I'm going to put a couple of glue dots and I'm going to put them down. Then I'm going to take the butterfly that I cut and I'm going to put a glue dot right in the middle of him. And he's going to go right on top of the butterfly. Now, you've got your little stringies hanging, as you can see. But don't you think it just needs something else? You know I have to add something when it's like that. So I'm going to take my pearl embellishments. Now, when you use your pearl embellishments, I don't know if you can see, some of them come in a string. So I cut off 3, keeping it on the string, and I'm putting right down the middle of that card, or of that butterfly. Okay, now I'm going to take my cardstock, and I'm going to use my Snell adhesive, and I'm just going to center it right on the cardstock, and that card is done. Isn't that amazing? It's so quick and so easy. So let me show you the other colors I've made. I've made the Wisteria Wonder, which I showed you a minute ago, Mint Macaron. This is our new Flirty Flamingo, and our new Dapper Denim. Which one's your favorite? I don't know. I'm kind of a cross between the Dapper Denim and maybe the Mint Macaron. I'm not sure which one I like best. They're all so pretty. It's hard, but you could do a bunch of these like this. It's quick, it's easy. You can make a set and even give them as a gift. So thank you for coming by. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And also, if you'd like to get complete directions, you can go to my website, catscreativecorner.com, where you'll find the written directions. Thank you.